What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm doing a nice baked chicken for you guys, and as usual you want to clean your meat first, and for cleaning I'm using vinegar and some lime juice. This helps to improve the overall cleanliness of the meat. It's a good practice. And if you notice, I remove the backbone from the chicken. The only reason why I do that is because I want this piece to enjoy for myself. Chicken back is always one of my favorites. Next up, I'm gonna prepare the favorite marinade, and for this I'm basically adding chopped onions, garlic, scallion, fresh thyme, scotch bonnet pepper, and some natural allspice berries, otherwise called pimento. I'm also adding some soy sauce to this and some vegetable oil. The vegetable oil actually give it a smoother blend and also give it a longer shelf life if you need to make a larger quantity than what I have here. You know, when it comes to cooking, I'm all about the flavor. Then just bring this to a complete blend, then I'll start the seasoning process of the meat. So after rinsing off the chicken with the vinegar and the lime juice, here I'm gonna pat dry the meat to remove the excess water before I start the seasoning process. Doing this will help to prevent the seasoning from running off the chicken, because every bit of seasoning serve a purpose and we need all of that flavor to soak up in the chicken properly. And when cooking a whole chicken, I like to do this technique of putting small cuts in the meat, especially from the inside parts. This helps the marinade to penetrate deeper into the meat for a more flavorful dish. So pay attention to the upper left corner of your screen right now for the selection of dry rub that I'm going to be using today, along with the fresh blend seasoning, just to build up that nice flavor. Now I'm going to massage this in little by little on each part of the chicken and leave it to marinate a little bit before I move on to the next step. A 30 minutes marination should be enough, but as usual, overnight is always the best option. That way the spice can soak up to the inner core parts of the meat as well, making it way more flavorful, no doubt. So 30 minutes later, after the marination process is done, I'm gonna add this to a clean baking pan, covering with aluminum foil before placing in the oven. The reason for the aluminum foil is to help the chicken cook evenly, maintaining the moisture in it and prevent it from burning. And I will be baking this at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for approximately 1.5 to 2 hours, leaving the foil on for the first hour. This builds up enough steam to cook the inner parts of the meat evenly as well. And this also releases all that natural juices, and that I'm gonna need for the sauce. Here I'm caramelizing some brown sugar, then I'm gonna add some of the blended seasoning to it. This one is a frozen version. I'm gonna also use some of the sauce to baste the chicken after removing the foil to get that nice crispy outer texture and help it give it a beautiful color when it's done. I'm also adding some tomato ketchup and some barbecue sauce. So this is my personal preference that I'm adding to it. This is cherry nectar. Sometimes you need to step outside the box a little bit, guys. So mix this all together gently on medium flame. I'm also adding some dry seasonings to help balance the taste. Salt and pepper is fine. Always season to your taste buds. Then I'm adding the juices from the chicken, which is really good for flavoring of this sauce, as mentioned earlier. This also makes it more delicious, and this is the most flavorful stock you can ever add to your sauce. And it has passed the hour mark now, so the chicken has passed halfway cooked. So now I'm gonna brush this all over the chicken to create that nice crispy texture and color. This is what I'm aiming for in the remaining time frame. The only difference is once I return it to the oven, I'm gonna put it on low broil instead, but keep checking on it so it doesn't burn the chicken. And 1 hour and 35 minutes later, guys, on my clock, this is what it looks like. If you have a thermometer, make sure the breast is at least 165 degrees Fahrenheit and the Thighs are at 175 degrees Fahrenheit for a well done chicken. And once again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you haven't as yet. I'll catch you in my next episode.